Hello. Hello. Trying to get my lighting right, y'all. How y'all doing? Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It is, what is it, Saturday? It is Saturday, honey. We got a little pop-in, honey. I ran across some news. I want to do a quick pop-in with my peoples today. I sound like one of my peoples. I had to check in with my people today. Hey, 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 hey. How y'all doing? Yes, come on in his house. Come on in. Hey, y'all. Hey. Finishing my orange juice from earlier. Hey, y'all. Says hi. Who we got here? Laverne, Veronica, Diana, Drea, Carolyn, Karma Girl, Nicole, Honor, Mamad, Melody Curry. This is a hard one. Lavarian, I hope I said it right. Brown Eyes, Dorian, Yvonne, Renee, BC Jones, Sybil, May, Virginia, Katrina, Flora. Yes, and Patricia's Kicking It with T, Miss Shar, Marilyn, Crystal, Moonchild, Vanetta, Cheryl, Sexy Libra, Renee, what is that? Inga, Gail, Tammy, Evelyn, Judy, CEO, Janice, Adonna, Beverly, what is that? PSR 076. Hey, y'all. Hey, want to give y'all a quick shout out right quick as y'all coming in. Yes, honey, come on in, come on in. Angela, Justice, Ruthie Green, Yvonne, Sharonda, Love, Nicole's, all right, Deborah, Renee, Elizabeth, Vivian, Flora Mercury. Oh, I'm gonna be here still saying names, y'all. We got to get started. Hello, hello, hello to everyone entering. Hello, Kelly J 287. Hey guys. All right, let's get started. Let's go ahead and do our disclaimer. Everything said in the video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay. Yeah, we had to get that out of the way, honey, because child, y'all know we don't never be knowing what's gonna fly out this mouth when we be talking, so we got to be covered. How y'all doing? It's Saturday. It is Father's Day weekend. It is also Juneteenth weekend, you guys. So we got a lot to celebrate so far. Okay. Says I'm ready for my afternoon laugh. Well, you know it's coming, child. I woke up petty, so y'all, hey, you already know it's coming. I woke up feeling a little petty this morning, honey. Yes, child. Woo. So somebody said yes. Yes, honey. So y'all pardon me, I got my little cough drop in my mouth. So my throat is feeling a little better. My doctor gave me some like some allergy nasal sprays, like float nasal or something like that, to use for my throat. So I've been using that, and honestly, I kind of feel slightly better. So I feel like it might be working. It could be allergies. I don't know. And I usually don't have like serious issues with my allergies, but they gave me these nasal allergies thing where you stick it up there, and so it's kind of been working. So between that and me, eating some cough drops or whatever, we getting through this thing. Okay. Says I love it when I love it. Thank you guys so much for the love. Okay. All right, let's get to it. We got some stuff to talk about. Now, y'all know I like to keep you guys updated and in the know when I run across things. We talked about Ray Lewis III yesterday. I told you guys that he passed away. I do have an update, and I told you guys I was going to do it. Let me remind you guys, Ray Lewis III, son of former football player Ray Lewis, his son passed away, you guys, from, they're saying, an accidental overdose. I was hoping that's not what it was. When I heard he passed away, I was like, Lord, please don't let it be that. But yes, he passed away. Let me go ahead and show it to you guys. That's a picture of him. That's a picture of his dad. There in the red, that's Ray Lewis the senior, and that's Ray Lewis the third. Looks just like his dad. He was 28 years old, you guys, as he passed away. All right. When he passed away, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, so let's read the details in terms of what they're saying happened, all right? Because they didn't tell us when they first announced that he passed, how he passed, what happened, blah, blah, blah. But I do have an update, so I want to give you guys the info so you too can be in the know, okay? Now, what they're saying is on Thursday's news, they're saying Thursday news broke that Ray Lewis III, son of former NFL player Ray Lewis, passed away. They're saying new information surrounding his sudden death has been revealed, and he sadly died from an overdose. Okay. Now, they're saying that in the report that it says that Lewis III died from an accidental overdose. As we just said, they said that police said that they responded to a call for a medical situation, and when they arrived on the scene, that they found Lewis III unresponsive, naked in a room. All right. They're saying that a friend was there performing CPR at the time. All right, so they're saying that the report also says that cops searched the room and found a blue pill near Lewis's body, which they unofficially identified as a drug known as Xanax. They're saying that police also say that there was a used needle at the scene, plus a small bag was found inside of an empty beer can. That's what it said. All right. So it sounds like a number of things were going on during the time of his demise. Thank you so much, Miss Carolyn Minter. All right. So they're saying Lewis III was taken to a local hospital, but was pronounced deceased on arrival. Okay. So that is the update on what's going on with that. I told you guys once I heard about it, I was going to pop right back on here and let you guys know, because we did talk about it in our celebrity news yesterday for Car Chronicles. So rest in peace to him. I'm hoping that other things weren't found in his system as well. It's just so sad, you guys. You know, we've been hearing a lot of people that's been found unalive due to fentanyl. So it's just sad. It's sad. He was young, 28 years old. You have your whole life ahead of you. So for that to be going on, Xanax and needles and stuff like that, that's not a good look. But rest in peace to him. Prayers to Ray Lewis Sr., because it's hard when you lose a child, regardless to what the situation is and why. We know that Ricky Smiley just lost his son most recently to almost the same thing well, he did die of an overdose, you know. So it's happening more and more and more. So prayers to them, you guys. It's something, I've never lost a child, thank God, but it's something for those of you that have. I'm pretty sure it's a feeling that it just doesn't go away. Okay. So yeah. Somebody says sounds a little fishy. They're saying that he was naked. I don't know if he has some female company. They didn't really elaborate as to, you know, they did say that he was found naked in this room where this person was in there doing CPR on him at the time while he was naked. Why were you naked? Were you just getting out of the shower? Were you guys just having an intimate moment? Like, what was going on? Were y'all in there? I don't want to elaborate because it's sad, but I read to you guys what was said happened and what transpired when the police arrived, and boom. That's all we can say. Just pray for people in those moments. I don't want to speculate because it is still a tender situation. All right. Moving on, child. Whew. Let me get that out of my system. Boom. All right. Oh, that's sad. That's so sad. That's so sad. All right. So I ran upon, while scrolling these internet streets, honey, I ran upon an interview from another content creator. I don't really like sharing their stuff like that if I don't know them, because then sometimes they want to strike your channel and I don't want to risk that. So what I did was kind of took some notes of this particular interview that Kimmy Scott from Love and Marriage Huntsville took with this person. We kind of have to really protect our platforms, because some people who don't really know you like that don't really want you sharing their information. But what I do is, as I'm listening, sometimes I take notes and then I just discuss it. So I will not be playing the interview that Kimmy actually did with this person from their platform, and I could not find it somewhere else, and I really didn't have the time because I was kind of rushing. But I mean, my notes are always legit, so we're gonna roll with it. Okay. Anywho, so Kimmy Scott, you guys, from Love and Marriage Huntsville, she's kind of taking some heat. A lot of people commented also on this interview that she did on her perspective on her view of Martell. I don't know why she's got so much to say about Martell. She was talking about Mel and Martell's marriage and what she thought. Kimmy says that Martell is really a good man who just misses his marriage. Okay. People are like, bullshit, Kimmy. Okay. So Kimmy also says that she was betting money, you guys, that Mel and Martell were going to get back together, and that she thought that it would have worked out. So she had betted money with somebody that the two of them were going to get back together and work things out. I don't know why, after there was a whole baby and he got Ariane pregnant several times, why would Melody want to go back to that? Especially when she gave him 5 years during the marriage to figure his mess out. It's always people that have the most, they have the most to say about somebody else's situation, but they would never stay in a situation of their own if they were in that type of situation. Y'all get where I'm going with that? It's always the one that have the most to say. Oh, I think that you should stay with this person. Y'all should work it out. Y'all were so beautiful together. While inside, this person is dying inside, barely can get out the bed, crying in their closet, as Melody was saying. Like, why would you ask somebody to stay in a toxic situation like that just because you are toxic in your marriage? We know Kimmy is not 100% happy with the situation she and Maurice is in. You just can see it. Toleration and adoration are not the same. I keep saying it. In their situation, I feel like she's more so tolerating Maurice versus having this whole adoration, towards him as she had when she first met him. All right. So Kimmy also says that Martell loves the aspect of family. Okay. And that he just really wants his family back, which is why he is acting out. I'm not going to make excuses for a grown ass man who knows right from wrong to be out here doing the things on the level of disrespect that Martell has done. We're not going to excuse that type of behavior in terms of saying what he misses. I don't give a damn if you do miss it. You are very aware of what you're doing because you continue to do it and you get joy out of doing it. So I cannot agree with Kimmy on that. Okay. I don't think she would have stayed with mayonnaise face Maurice, and I'm gonna have to say it that way with his beige ass, if he did all the stuff that Martell did to Melody, including, like I said, having a outside baby. I think that would probably be a deal breaker for Kimmy. I really do. I really do. Mayonnaise face. That's what I call him with his beige ass. Nothing against nobody beige. I mean, nothing against it. But yeah, now I see why, like I said, Maurice went out there and got his vasectomy. I see why now. Why he rushed on out there and he got one. Okay, that speaks volumes to why he was in such a hurry to do that, because Maurice knew that if he messed things up by going out here getting a baby and bringing a side baby home, that Kimmy would have left his bum ass. He would have been leaving that little certificate that she paid for on the table, and he would have been moving his ass up out of Kimmy's house. Okay. And going back to cutting hair like he was doing prior to being with Kimmy, because Kimmy upgraded his lifestyle, just like Melody upgraded Martell's lifestyle. Neither one of them were anything before they met the women in their lives. Maurice was just a glorified barber. And it's nothing against anybody who cut hair that's a barber. But my thing is, when you're on national television and you're bigging yourself up to be more than who you really are, and you only came up by way of somebody that you met and or married, you were, and I see y'all putting it in the chat, he was a bum. Now all of a sudden, oh, I'm an attorney. You didn't have that much energy whenever you were single. You didn't put that much energy into trying to be an attorney when you were single, but you did wait until you got with Kimmy so she could pay for it and push you into doing these things to give you that push to be who you proclaim that you are. And we still ain't heard you, doing any type of cases. I haven't heard of him doing any cases, winning any cases, going to any courtroom. We haven't seen that court incorporated in your storyline on Love and Marriage Huntsville. We did see that they say you passed some type of test to become an attorney, but we haven't heard anything else after that. I haven't seen you use that platform to be your storyline. You've been piggybacking off Kimmy being sick. So Kimmy, like I said, Kimmy kind of makes me side-eye her as a woman. Okay, because how are you friends with Melody? And then you have this much grace and loyalty towards Martell, the same person that you sat back and watched him continuously disrespect Melody. You've seen Melody come to you crying. You've seen her going through what she went through. So as a woman, nothing within you could make you say, you know what? Maybe I need to have some grace for her, because too, I am a mother. I'm a mother as well. I've seen what this has happened. Kimmy, you're in a situation with Maurice where he's not 100% faithful to you. By your own admission at the reunion, he's out till 5 a.m. So what's he doing out at 5 o'clock in the morning as a married man? He lied to you about his situation in Atlanta, only for a picture to have to resurface for him to tell you the truth. And then he still didn't tell you the whole truth. So now that Kimmy is sick and they're not being as intimate as they used to be, Maurice, is getting it from somewhere else. So Kimmy, you cannot speak on someone and being in a situation with infidelity when you are dealing with the same thing as to say that what Martell misses and that they should have stayed together when you would not have done the same. Don't give me advice to stay somewhere where you wouldn't stay there. You would have been on the first thing smoking out of that marriage had Maurice brought a baby home, which is why he, tickled your fancy to go out here and get a whole vasectomy. And it's the same thing with Marceau. I feel like they had a conversation saying, you know what? We out here in these streets. We see the shit that Martell is in and how bad things are getting with him having this baby with Ariane. We better go do something about this. That's the only reason they got a vasectomy. Not because you didn't want no more kids, but because you didn't want to get caught up and be in a scandal like Martell. That's the only reason. Because y'all been humping around. But let's move on. Okay. And I got a new name for Martell. I got to call him AKA Chucky Doll. Because everything about him is demonic. Martell, AKA Chucky Doll. Okay. Chucky Doll. I side-eye Kimmy. And this is why I side-eye Kimmy. Okay. This is why I side-eye Kimmy. Because Kimmy is very sneaky. And I've seen this on several instances. Okay. Season 3, Melody and Tisha had they went to some little spa where they were getting massages or whatever. Kimmy and Mel had words. Do y'all remember that incident? Kimmy said out of her mouth to Melody that Melody is just so bougie. Okay. Why do you feel that she's bougie? If you feel that way about her, why do you want to hang around her? Melody has been there more for Kimmy than Tisha has during her period of being sick. Okay. Melody just has this, she really wants to be there for Kimmy and she sees her as a friend, but I feel like deep down Kimmy has like a little jealousy towards Melody and it always shows its ugly head, and I don't think she wants it to be seen and she tries to hide it, but people like me, you can't pass. You can't pass it by me without me seeing it. Thank you so much, Katina Jones, for the super chat. Okay. Kimmy is the same person who spoke up for Basement Billy to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville, to have him on the show, knowing very well what he was coming on the show to do, to come against Melody's mother, to attack her verbally, to come and try to dig up mess and dirt on Melody's mother. This is the same person that you claim to be friends with. When Melody done sat here and tried to give you some insight on trying to get more people, more real estate business for your business. But then you be behind her back talking junk about her. We see it all the time. That's why she was pressing Melody, want to know her business. Who you dating? Who you out of town with? Who you flying out of town? Whose arm was that over you? You want to know so you can run back and be talking about it and telling Tisha and everybody else on the cast. That's all it is. So now it's like you a silent enemy. We'll say it that way. You're a silent enemy and you have some hateration in you, Kimmy, because you are miserable and you see Melody out living her best life, can go on vacation when you want to, and Maurice don't take you on vacation at all. You had to beg him to take you on a honeymoon. Kimmy had to beg Maurice to take her on a honeymoon. I'm willing to bet you Kimmy paid for that wedding that they had on that yacht, or yoke, as Wanda calls it. I'm willing to bet you that Kimmy's money is what paid for them to be at that wedding. What was Maurice doing at the time? Running behind Kimmy. So let's go back to Kimmy saying that she was betting money on Melody and Martell being back together. Okay. Knowing all the stuff that was going on between them, because you guys have had side conversations with Martell. Okay. Under Martell's own admission, he says that Maurice is the only one out of the cast that he really has a close bond with, that he can sit down and really talk to, that really has a big influence over him. How so? How so? How he's a bum too. What kind of influence do he have over you? Can he talk to you and tell you what not to do? Obviously not, because you're in the situation that you're in. Maurice can't tell you where to go because he's still stuck. He's stuck. He is stuck. The only reason that he's actually ticking and surviving the way he is because of Kimmy. Okay. It's a hot damn mess. So I feel like Kimmy, just because she's allowing Maurice to cheat in peace, that now that he has that vasectomy, it doesn't mean that Melody should lower her standards for a sorry bum ass nigga like Martell just to save face, just to say that they are married, to be in this clique that they like to present on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Tisha likes to make it seem like it's a clique. Oh, we're married. Team married. So what? Really, it's team. What's the word I want? Team toxic is a good word. It's like it's a clique. If you're not married, you're not in the clique. I'd rather not be in the clique. I don't do cliques anyway. I stand alone. I keep saying. A lot of people say, Kimmy, you're not a millimeter. I'm not a millimeter, but I love the hell out of Melody. I support her heavy. I just don't do cliques. I stand alone. I think for myself. I don't like to do groups and cliques and stuff like that. I just don't. I see y'all putting their team miserable. All that goes together. I can't be in a situation that's toxic just to say I'm in a clique. Just to feel wanted or important. And that's what they wanted. Martell was like, oh, I miss being married so that we all could do things together as a married couple. You don't understand the sanctity of marriage and what goes with it. It's more than being in a group. It's more than that. And I don't think he understood that, nor does Kimmy. Because Kimmy, your biological clock was ticking. That's the only reason that you married Maurice. And I'm not saying that she didn't love him. I think she did love him, but I think more so her biological clock was ticking. Kimmy is way older than Maurice. Okay? She didn't want to die alone. She knew that her son is grown now. He's starting to live his own life. He's doing his own thing. She's raised Jalen. She's at a point in her life where she wanted companionship, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you hurry up and marry someone without doing all your homework, or you get comfortable in a situation that you know really is not 100% healthy for you for the sake of not being alone, then you put yourself in a situation to be miserable and dealing with the bullshit and silently dying inside because you're not married to someone that you're equally yoked to. She's unequally yoked with Maurice. He doesn't bring anything to the table but his feet. And if you notice with all the women on Love and Marriage Huntsville, that is all the men do that they're married to. That's all they brought to the table is their feet. The same thing with Tisha and Marceau. The only thing that Marceau brought to the table was his feet. Tisha has all the credit. Tisha has the credentials. That is all they do. Those Scott men are sorry as hell. I'm going to say it right here. They're sorry as hell. Martell was no different. The only thing he brought to the table was his feet. Melody made him. Melody fixed your teeth up. Melody helped you get through school. Melody helped you do your homework. Melody paid for you to get back in school. Anytime you speak of Martell and anything that he's done successfully, you have to attach Melody's name to it because she was the one that did it. Period. Kimmy and Tisha foster dysfunctional environments. I got to say it that way. Okay? They foster dysfunctional environments. Tisha and Kimmy now feel that they are better than Melody because there's no side chicks popping up with no babies that they can still stay in their marriage. They feel they're better than Melody. They low-key are jealous of her because of her strength and because she's got the freedom to do things because their husbands got their thumb on them and don't allow them to run like they want to. But they low-key feel like they have an advantage over her because they still have husbands. But they don't realize Melody is the happiest she's ever been right now without Martell. She is traveling, doing whatever she wants to do. She can be where she want to be, eat what she want to eat. She ain't got to come home and worry about arguing with nobody. She ain't got to worry about taking care of nobody unless she feels like it. Whereas Tisha and Marceau and Kimmy and Maurice, they are in a trash-ass marriage. They are. We don't hear about lawsuits and stuff with Melody, but we hear about it with them. Kimmy and Tisha are stuck in a loveless, controlling environment called a marriage. Oh, yeah. You have a lot of people that do that. You get comfortable in situations. And then you don't want to walk away because of what others may think, because you builded yourself up to be this perfect individual. And you want people to look at you and feel like, oh, they have such a great thing, when on the inside you're miserable. Misery loves company. It does. Misery loves company. Get out of here, thick tongue. Spirit of thick tongue, get out of here. Both Tisha and Kimmy are made to bow down to their men and take care of them. Take care of them and take their disrespect and stay and cry and give marital advice to others like they have it all figured out. We see Tisha give out marital advice when you're the last person that should give marital advice. Your husband stay disrespecting you. We've seen you crying on national television because he don't respect you. Kimmy, we've seen you cry when they went on the little trip. sitting out there on the little patio in the rain. It's raining outside. You sitting on the patio crying because your husband want to bring his ex-wife into town to pay her bills so she can be closer. And the fact that he want to move his son in the house and ain't even discussed that with you clearly shows how much he respects you. So now he done put his son on you after he done ran your son off. He done ran Jalen off. And now he done brought his son in the house so he don't have to pay child support to his son's mother. That's the only reason why Monster is there. Not because he loves him so much, because you're not helping her raise him. You're not even there. So you don't put a burden on top of your wife who already has a burden where she's fighting for her life because you don't want to pay child support. You don't want to pay child support. So now Kimmy now has to raise your son who does not respect her. Okay. Yeah. That's the mess Kimmy's dealing with. But you fixed your mouth to say somebody should have stayed somewhere when you're ready to get out. You're ready to get out. You just don't know how. You done put this man's name on your house and you done allowed him to make your son get out of your house. What sense does that make? You don't put no man before your child, first of all. Because if he walk away, your son gonna be there. So now, where's Jalen? Have we seen Jalen this season? Have we seen Jalen this season at all? That's the problem I have with women. Stop putting men before your children. Stop putting men before your children. I did not like the way Maurice was so militant when it came to Jalen on the show. And Kimmy just kind of stood back. Sometimes she would try to, well, I don't know, Maurice. She would do that. I would have put my foot down or up his ass. You don't talk to my child that way. You're not his father. You're not his father. He made it uncomfortable to the point to where Jalen had to move out and get his own place. But then you turn around and make it comfortable for your own son to come in and disrespect your wife. What sense do that make? You made it uncomfortable for her son, but made it comfortable for yours to come in and disrespect her. Do y'all see the mess I'm talking about right here? Kimmy is putting up with Maurice ignoring her feelings, but bogging her down with raising his disrespectful teenage son. It's disrespectful. All right. Tisha, you putting up with Marceau disrespecting you, but also using your credit and credentials to look like a boss, okay? Who also ran out to get a vasectomy without Tisha's knowledge, rather, in an effort to upstage Martell in his extracurricular activities. You want to be able to go out there and cheat in peace too. And because y'all see the two of them hanging together real tough this season. You want to try to upstage Martell because Martell already said if I told Tisha all the things that Marceau was doing, she would break down and cry. So it's like a competition when y'all together. You one way in front of Tisha, but when you get with Martell, you a real hoe out here. That's what it sounds like. That's how men be. And nothing against, I ain't trying to down men, and I'm not trying to man bash anybody or male bash anybody or any men. But my thing is this: men act a different way sometimes around their boys than they do around their spouses. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. That's just how they do. They get around the wife. Oh, anything you need, baby, let me open the door for you. I got it. I'm here. I'm your husband. But then you get around your boys. Where them holes at? Oh, girl, look at them tight jeans on her. Damn, she got a fat ass. You see the way them titties sitting up over there? Y'all know I ain't lying. Men are that way. Men are that way. And then you got some to take it further and want to run up in their face and try to get their phone number and talk to them, knowing you got a whole wife at home. For why? And for what come? Why for come? Let me ask my question. Why for come? Why do they act that way? But going back to Kimmy and this situation here. Kimmy says that Martell doesn't like the fussing and fighting and not getting along all the time. How? How does he not like that when he's the one who initiates it all the time? Martell gets a kick out of arguing because it makes him feel like the man. Martell loves dysfunction because that's how he's lived all his life. That's how he's lived all his life. Martell's life was full of chaos growing up. And now as an adult, it's no different. He thrives in toxicity and dysfunction, which is why it was so easy for him to go out here and cheat and impregnate Ariane as many times as he did and just shuffle her some money and say, hey, go down there and get rid of it and come back so I can make another one with you. And when you get done with that, I'm going to send you right back down there so you can get rid of that one and come on back so let me pump another one in you. And when you get done with that, I got one more I want to put up in there. But after she kind of realized what he was doing and realized that he was just only using her, because Ariane, let me break something down to somebody who don't understand something. Ariane was used to make Melody do right and do what Martell wanted her to do. He didn't love Ariane. She didn't understand the game in terms of what was going on and what she was used for. Women, let me put some in your ear, side chicks, if you in my channel today. These men out here do not love you. Okay, you are merely used in order to orchestrate their plan in terms of making shit at home be how they want it to be, but they use you so they can play with you on the side until they get shit ready at home and get it the way they want it to be so they can go back where they really want to be. Martell wants to be back home with Melody, but she didn't fall for that plot and that plan in terms of conforming to what she wanted him to, what he wanted her to be. So he had no choice but to bow out gracefully. She walked away because she said, I'm not going to be what you want me to be, because I'm going to be who God intended me to be. Ariane was used as a plan and or plot to make Melody jealous into doing and being who he wanted her to be. When do side chicks ever understand that? She was very cocky. Oh, I got your man. I took him with your eyes closed. Bitch, you didn't realize that. You didn't realize you were being used as a plot. Because if he really felt that way about you, he would have left the wife and put a ring on you. He would have divorced Melody versus her divorcing him. He would have married you by now, because how long have they been divorced now? Going on what, 3 years? We're going into the 4th year now. He still have not shown you publicly except for to defend him. So I don't understand why women are still defending Martell and people like Kimmy, who understand the backlog of what happened in between this situation with Melody and Martell. How can you sit on interviews and defend him when you already know how Melody have been there for you? When you've seen her crying, you see that she is a mother of 4 children that she has to take care of on her own. You've sat up and had conversations with Martell. You know his mental messed up mentality, but you still sit there and defend him. Why? Why? Why is Carlos King sitting his ass on national television at a reunion crying over Martell when you can look past him and look at Melody, who really has the real deep scars? That's who you should be really having any type of feelings for. Why is the abuser being protected? Why is that? I don't understand. I don't understand that. Martell likes confusion, because he is the author of confusion. Satan is the author of confusion. Martell is definitely the author of confusion. Martell operates in possession and obsession. Them two together can be dangerous. I'm going to say it again. Possession and obsession, them two together can be a disaster. If you meet somebody that's possessive and they're obsessing over you so much, stop looking at that as, oh, my man love me. Women look at it like that. Oh, my God, my man love me so much. Where you going? As soon as you grab your keys and get ready to go somewhere, where you going? Who going with you? When you coming back? Who was over there? You got 1,000 questions before you get ready to go somewhere. Oh, my God, he loved me so much. He just care about me so much. Now, that's called control. Let me snap you out of that. No, ma'am. That's control. When a person feel like they can control you, control is a mental thing. Control is a mental thing. Women who are controlled, it's only through the mind. When a person can control you, when they get your mind, honey, they got you. That's what Martell was trying to do with Melody. Get here. But she was smarter than that. She was matrix to his bullshit. Everything he was throwing at her to try to control. I don't want you acting. We saw that. I don't want you acting. You should be home cooking. I don't want you to do that. I think you should be home. He wanted her to be home so he could be out and doing what he was doing. Control. Control. Everybody got to bow down and do what you want them to do, but you do what you want to do. That's called control. She's a grown-ass woman. She was taking care of herself before she met you and was taking care of you, according to her own admission. It's called control. You don't control me and tell me when to go. I'm a grown ass woman. Now I'll tell you just for, for safety's sake, in case some shit happen. Hey, I'm getting ready. I do it with my husband, not because he tell me what to do, but because if some shit happens, I want you to know where to look for me. Not because you're my daddy. It's just a respect thing that I have for you. Because hey, I'm getting ready to go to Walmart, baby. I'm not telling you because I feel like you're going to go get the belt out or because you control me. Hell no. I'm telling you because if some shit happened, anything could happen from the time I leave from here to get there. So, hey, baby, I'm about to go to Walmart right quick. I'll be back. I don't get 1,000 questions because I'm not being controlled. But you got women that see that as, oh my God, he just loved me. Girl, you got to go back there and wring your panty liner out and change the bitch because you feel like he just owned you like that. Oh my God, he just loved me. Oh my God, you splash when it comes down there, honey. Oh God, splash. Panties is wet, honey, because he controlling you and you don't realize it. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. You don't need to change your panty liner behind control, bitch. You just need to wake up and understand and know who you are as a woman. That's what you do. I don't need to tell you shit. I'm grown just like you. Yeah. Kimmy stays putting her cape on for these sorry ass men. Okay. The same way she did for Maurice at the reunion, knowing that he was wrong. I'm suing. She hurried up and jumped in there to fix that situation because she knew he was on his bullshit. And a woman should take up for her husband. I get that. But in some instances, you need to let him kind of stand alone so that he can understand. You cannot continue to disrespect me. You're going to have to get yourself out of this one. And that's the problem. Keep holding his hand and treating him like a little kid when he is wrong. And he's going to continue to look for you when he get into some bullshit to continue to pull him out of that instead of allowing him to stand on his 2 feet and be a man. Kimmy is the man in that house. Clearly. He can't even discipline his own son. You're putting discipline on Kimmy for your 16-year-old son. You can't even tell him what to do. You're putting it on her because you don't have enough balls to say to him, you need to go in and clean your room. You a whole beard out here, Maurice, with your mayonnaise face, with your sorry bum ass. He's a beard. You're a beard. A borderline biatch. Y'all know we raw over here. Okay? We don't give a hot damn. We got to call it what it is. It's a lot of men out there like that. BANs. Biatch ass ninjas. Yeah. Feel like this shit out here. Because you got a little certificate. But what you doing with it? You just wanted to have that plaque to look up there on the wall and say you got it, but you're not doing shit with it. Just like you ain't doing shit in a marriage. And that's why she don't really respect you like that. That's why she talk over you like that. That's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't put no bass in your voice with her because she don't respect your ass like that. Maybe he need to have on a panty liner. You might need to put a panty liner in your drawers over there, sir. Because you're a little weak. You're a little weak. Your woman got to do everything for you. You weak. All them Scott brothers need on panty liners. I'm going to say it right here on my channel. I hope they come for me too. I'm going to light that ass up. Oh, and I'm going to say it again. Let me lean in so you can hear me. All the Scott brothers need on panty liners because y'all weak ass ninjas. Let me rewind. All. Do I need to rewind that thing? All the Scott men are bitch ass ninjas who need on panty liners. Some of y'all need on a pad. About 2 of y'all need on pads. 1 of y'all can get by with a panty liner. 2 of y'all hoes need on pads, okay? I said it. Hold on. That felt good. Boom. Move my damn bangs. All right. I tell you I woke up here today, didn't I? Oh, y'all need a pad on, honey. Always pad. With the wings. So that bitch can stay on there. Get the one with the wings. Y'all know the wings, that's that extra support down there. Women, y'all know. Get the pad to get the ones with the wings. Y'all know that bitch ain't slipping nowhere. When you look back down there, it's gonna be still there. When they say look back at it, the bitch gonna be still down there because them wings, honey. Them wings is that extra support, as Wanda call it. Not support, but support. Need that extra support to bring that bitch assness up out of you. When that bitch ass starts seeping out, you got that pad down there to protect that bitch assness from seeping all over you. Felt that thing. Woo. Thank you so much for the super chat, Miss Inga Bruce. Yeah, you need that pad to support that bitch assness that's seeping up out of you. And grab some of them booty brownies too. That's trying to reside in that area as well. We talked about the booty brownies, didn't we? Let me stop though. Let me let me get up out there. But anyway, back to Martell. I don't feel that Martell understands the aspect of family, but he likes and he loves the idea of the sound of marriage, okay? Because that gives him status, okay? This is my perspective rather. Sound like Wanda. This is my perspective. Martell only wanted status when he asked Melody to marry him, okay? You got men out there that just love the idea of being married and don't understand what marriage even means, okay? Period. Some people just want to be married because they like the idea of being married. They love being able to put marriage as their status. They don't understand what goes into being married. Marriage is a job. It really is. It's a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. I love being married. Marriage is a job. Some days you love this person. Some days you be like, this motherfucker right here. You have the moments. Trust me, I love the hell out of my husband. Some days I'll be like, all right now. I'm corporate, bitch, but all right. Don't push me to the edge now. You get on my nerves now. You're gonna have some days when you're gonna need to get in your car and take a little ride and get away from everybody. Because you don't want to snap off on nobody's ass. But marriage is a beautiful thing. When you come back home, you're like, oh, I love you. I loved it you. Like Wanda said, honey, I loved it you. You know I loved it you, right? That's what Wanda say. Loved it. Past tense, honey. Everything is past tense. I loved it you. You don't have them moments. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Embrace it. It's what you make it. That's a true statement. Marriage is what you make it. If you stay in toxic mess and allow somebody to talk crazy to you, boom, that's what you made it. Every time they open their mouth, they're going to disrespect your ass. If you allow them to stay out 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, bitch, don't be mad because they're not coming home because that's what you allow. If you allow them to be out here cheating in peace and you don't put your foot down or up their ass when they're doing it, don't feel no way about it because that is what you allow. You are making what they are becoming. Does that make sense? You got to have standards. If you are in a situation, marriage, whatever, with no standards, don't be mad at the other person because they don't have none or they respect yours because you didn't put that down in the beginning. What you allow will continue, period. Martell knew the caliber of woman that Melody was, okay, including her potential prior to him asking her to marry him. Martell wanted married as his status to hang it over Melody's head as a means of control. You got a lot of men that say, you my wife. I'm the head of this house. Whatever I say, go. They have that mentality. No. We don't live under that code. I'm the husband. According, they like to throw the Bible in there too. According to the Bible, be quoting it all wrong. I'm the boss, and you have to do what I say. If I say you got to go cook, you got to cook. If I say I want sex, you got to give me sex. Where in the Bible? I know I want on the red pages. In the Bible. No, it don't work that way. Absolutely fucking not. And I'm going to say it that way. You got some people that read into what they want it to say. You're not supposed to requote the Bible in the wrong way. Whatever it says in there, that's what we're doing. Listen, I'm enjoying your live. I appreciate it, dear. Thanks for being here, Miss Moonchild. Thank you for your super chat as well. Don't be trying to make it into what you think it should be. Now, the man is the head of the house. Granted. The woman is his helpmeet, meaning I am to help you meet your obligations. All right. That's what my job is as your woman. I came from you as your rib. You were made first. I was made after you. My place is to be beside you. Beside every good man is a good woman, not behind you. I'm not going to be ever behind you. You ain't got to look over your shoulder like Michael Jackson said, look over your shoulder, honey. Nah. I'm be beside you. When you look over here, I'm right here. I'm here, right here, not back here. Okay, no. The hose is back there, and that's where the ass is gonna stay. That's where the hose be. Behind you. I'm beside you. Okay? Make that understood. Hose, wife. Okay? Did y'all get that? Hose, wife. All right? Everybody get that? Okay. Yeah. Martell, like I says, toxic. Toxic, toxic, toxic. There's a status symbol. Okay? Yeah. Martell wanted married as his status to hang it over Melody's head as a means of control. That's his status symbol. Toxicity is his status symbol. Control. We already saw how you try to control her through the custody battle, to hold it over her head, to stop her from living her best life, stop her from trying to date, stop her from trying to change her name to Melody Cherie Rogers, which she's done now, to punish her and to try to destroy her. Okay? Said toss that head with the truth. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Miss Woo Woo. All right. Mr. AKA Chucky Doll. Martell. We already said he's Satan. I've already showed y'all some pictures of Martell in terms of how he looks like Satan. Martell has a lot of things going on with him, but it's boggling to me how people who are around him so much don't see it. How he's able to fool so many people. And I keep saying on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell has two people that he show as his representative when he represents himself. On the show, he shows what Martell is trying to show on the show is that he's trying to co-parent and be amicable with Melody. But off the show, he is giving her hell. This whole handshake mess that he just showed on this past episode was him trying to show, oh, I'm really trying to, and this was for the pick-me's, mind you, and other people watching. This is me trying to show that I'm trying to be amicable with Melody, but she's being difficult. You saw in his, when he went to his little thing after that. Oh, yeah. Melody's just being very difficult. I don't understand why she's being this way. So then that allowed people, pick-me's and everybody else to go into the comments and say, oh, Melody's just bitter. Melody's just being bitter. She could have shook his hand. She could have did this. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. When has she shaken your hand since y'all been in, when has she shook your hand since y'all been in court? When has she shook your hand since y'all been divorced? So why, pray tell, would she do that in this particular episode, Martell? The only reason he's doing that for the pick-me's and people watching. Martell be in the comments. Trust me. He was just in there fussing and going off on people because they were saying they congratulate Melody for changing her name to Melody Cherie Rogers. He don't like that shit. He is pressed and mad. He knows that's the last hoorah and hold that he has over her. He cannot call her Holt anymore because she is officially Rogers, which is her maiden name now. That bothered him. Till he hopped in the comments calling people ugly, talking about their body and everything else. That's all he had. That bothered him. Because that's what he was trying to keep her from doing from the start. She'd been calling herself Melody Cherie. She's rebranding herself. She's rebuilding herself. He didn't like that because that was the only hold he had on her. That's the only hold that he still had on her was to be able to call her Hope. He did it at the reunion. When Carlos King said, hey, welcome to the stage, Melody Cherie. He said, Hope. That's Hope. That's Melody Cherie Hope. He was happy to be able to still call her that because of his control. Martell still felt like he had control. And by Melody hanging on to the Holt last name, he felt like, okay, I can piggyback my businesses off her because her last name is Holt. My last name is Holt. I can tell people that's my wife. He still calls her my wife. So the simple fact that she's changed her name now to Rogers, he can no longer be able to piggyback off that now. She's having a whole party, I think it's today, to celebrate her name change and being Miss Melody Cherie Rogers. So she is slowly taking that control back from him. And a person who is narcissistic don't like to lose control. So my crazy mind now thinks, what is he doing behind the scenes? Because narcissists don't sleep. Narcissists don't stop. Whenever he sees her doing things in an effort to be more independent and being away from him and totally disconnecting herself from him, Martell is doing something else in order to get under her skin. He don't stop, and he's not going to stop. He's not going to stop. He's right now thinking of something else that he can do to get under this woman's skin. Where do you think the bags on his eyes come from? That comes from not getting any rest, any sleep. That's where that comes from. You're not resting. You're not focusing on yourself. You're not focusing on getting better. You're not focusing on moving on. You're spreading demonic demons around with other women that you're running with, because every time you lay down with someone, you are spreading demons and contracting them. People need to understand that. Stop hopping up in everybody's bed and letting them jump up and down on you, because every spirit that they carry, they are giving it to you. That's why Melody had to detach herself. Martell was bringing too many spirits home. You wonder why you're acting so crazy? The person that you are laying with are bringing spirits to you, and then you wonder why you're acting so damn crazy. Why am I acting like this? Why am I irritated today? I don't understand why I'm irritated. It's the motherfucker that's bringing it home to you. When you're becoming one with the person, that's why I said when you get married, you're supposed to consummate the marriage. You're becoming one. This person, they're putting themselves in you to become one. And when they're doing that, spirits transfer. That's what the whole becoming one means, is to transfer your spirits to each other, to commingle, to become one. So when you're becoming one with just random people, those same spirits are transferring from them to you, and boom, the next thing you know. That is why Martell don't know his left from his right, because he's with so many women. I see it in the comments. Soul ties, they are real. They are very real. And it can be very dangerous. Which is why she had to detach after 5 years. Imagine how many spirits that were transferring, because Melody was saying that even before the marriage, he was messing around. She almost didn't marry him because Mel Nika was telling her that Martell was cheating then. But she still married him because she was young and in love. So imagine how many spirits were transferred within the 14 years that she was with him. And the 5 years that she was still with him and sleeping with him, because you know she got pregnant again with Sugar Mama during that time. During that time, he was still messing with Ariane. He was still messing with the woman in DC. He was still messing with other women. So at some point, you got to get the scissors and cut that off so that those spirits can get out of you. That is why she's suffering from PTSD, because she's diffusing these spirits from inside of her. They don't leave overnight. She's like this some nights probably. And just the thought of it. Yes, she's living her best life, but you still in that phase where you're like, you know what? Oh, you still have some moments where you're shaking and crying and you don't understand why. You got to pray. Sometimes you got to pull your all out. You got to say, hey, come get the kids. I need a moment to myself. She said on her life, she's going through PTSD. That brings that out of you. That's those spirits coming out. People got to realize that. There's nothing wrong with having somebody, you know, nice little somebody come over there, nice little body. You do your thing. Do what you do. If y'all dating, I can't tell nobody how to live their life, but be careful with them, with the type of person that you lay down with. Check and see what's going on with this spirit. Who are they? Are you going to be the type of person that's going to give me what I need spiritually? Because a marriage, a relationship is also spiritual. People should realize that it's also a spiritual thing. It's not just the fact that they're good in bed. It's got to be more than that. I don't care how much money you have. How you treat your mama. Let me see how you treat your mama, because that's how you're going to treat me. Martell's relationship with his mother was not 100%. He saw his grandmother as his mother. He don't respect Marlene as his mother like that. He acknowledges her as his mother. That would have told you a whole lot about the type of person that he is. Watch how a man treat his mama. That is why he treat women the way he do, because he don't respect his mama, so he don't respect women. He didn't respect Melody, but he wanted her to respect him because he don't understand what the word respect mean, because you don't even respect. If you would disrespect the woman that brought you into this world and gave you life and carried you for 9 months, what will you do to a person that you stand in front of everybody to, including God, and take vows to say that you're going to love, honor, and respect me when you don't even know what respect means? You can't do something if you don't understand it. We'll put a period there. Fine. Yeah. So Kimmy, like I said, was crying because Maurice wanted to move Kiowa closer. Let's go back to that. To move Kiowa closer. Okay. And even was upset because Maurice did not respect her enough to respect her opinion when it was her house that he wanted Kiowa or her son to live in. You didn't even talk to her or have a conversation with her. He didn't respect her enough to do that because of the respect that they grew up with in their home. Now, they love their mother. I don't know the dynamic of what goes on with their mother, but there's some type of disconnect. And I say that because of the way they treat women. They don't respect women. So there's a disconnect there somewhere. Maybe they have a little animosity towards their mother for staying in a situation with their father too long. Sometimes kids choose in situations like that. Maurice and them already said they grew up poor. They didn't have much. They had to sleep on the floor. They had a very hard life. When their father, he came on the show trying to say he worked and worked and worked and worked. They had all this money. Well, you weren't putting that money towards trying to help your children and have a better life because you were somewhere else. So maybe their animosity was towards their mother for staying in a situation and putting them in a situation where they weren't able to live a normal life. But then you want us to believe your father was this great father. And I have to digress, okay? He even set Kimmy up to sit down and have a whole meeting with Kiowa, knowing the two of them don't get along. So you put her in an uncomfortable situation. Maurice continues to put Kimmy in uncomfortable situations, but you cannot, as Kimmy, you cannot understand an uncomfortable situation with Melody, with Martell. It's very uncomfortable to be waiting up at night for your husband to come home when he's telling you he's at the gym, when she probably rode by there and didn't even see his car there. When she probably called to the gym and they said, oh, he hasn't been here, knowing where he is. So you can sit there and co-sign this bullshit with Martell and do a whole interview saying that he's such a good man, that he loves his family and that he misses family. If he missed it, he wouldn't have messed it up. Because I don't know anybody in their right mind to give somebody 5 years to get their shit together and they don't take heed to it. I don't understand it. Kimmy, you're comfortable in your situation with Maurice. That's why you can't see what's really going on here with Martell. And I get it. Sometimes you be friends with somebody and you don't want to tell them right from wrong because you don't want them to stop messing with you or fooling with you. You don't want the friendship to end because you tell them right from wrong. And you got some people that's like that. As soon as you tell them when they're wrong, oh, we ain't friends no more. Lose my number. Don't call me no more. Martell seems to be that type of person anytime you don't agree with him. So everybody finds themselves agreeing with him right or wrong. That's why it's comfortable for you to do interviews and praise him like that. Anybody that don't praise him, you saw how he tried to flip on, what's the lady that interviewed him? Yeah, he tried to flip on her because she was calling him on his mess. Martell doesn't like anybody to tell him right from wrong. He was the same with Melody. Anytime Melody tried to tell him something, he would start all that yelling and going crazy. Queen Sheba, thank you for putting it in there. Y'all know when I kind of get in my zen, my mind just be all over the place. He didn't like when Queen Sheba called him out about the court documents. Wait, where did you see that at? In the court documents, Martell. He doesn't like to be told right from wrong, okay? Yeah. But the fact that she allows herself to continue to be put in uncomfortable situations further lets me know, all right, that she does nothing but tolerate Maurice. Maurice is very immature. And I don't think Kimmy saw all of that prior to committing herself to Maurice like she did because she was so focused on trying to have someone in her life. She was tired of being alone. When she saw him, she said, oh my God, he's so fine. You knew he didn't have his own place. He was living with someone. He was cutting hair, but you didn't give a hot damn. You chose to get this man, clean him up, give him some credentials, and now you're in a relationship where you are stuck with somebody who has nothing of their own, and you got to give them everything and teach them how to be a man, and you're doing everything, including raising his son, when you're steady trying to tell him that you are tired. You are sick. You are steady trying to fight and survive on your own, but he don't care. He don't care because this is what you allowed. I keep saying, where's Jalen? Jalen was Kimmy's protector. People who are abusive that way, they don't want people there who are protectors. That's why Martell tried to alienate Melody, because he did not want her to have a protector. He wanted her to be alone so that he could continue to do the things that he was doing to her and slowly break her down. Maurice did not want Jalen around so that he could continue to break Kimmy down, because Jalen was going to speak up for his mama. Boys love their mama. I have a son. Boys love their mothers. They're not going to sit back and watch somebody disrespect them. So he did not want Jalen to be around. So Maurice He made it very uncomfortable for him so that he would get out and get his own place. So he wouldn't see the things that he was doing to his mother. That's the way people who are abusive, that's how they operate. That's how they operate. That's why Martell didn't want Marcus around, because he's Melody's protector. That's why he fell out with Miss Van, because Miss Van spoke up for Melody as her protector. Narcissists don't like people jumping in and protecting the people that they are abusing. They don't like that because they see that as a threat. They see that as you challenging them. They don't like to be challenged. And they don't care who it is. If it's a woman, man, they don't care. They don't care. The Scott brothers have that same mentality. They're narcissists. That's why they get along. That's why they get along. We haven't seen Jalen. Jalen seems to be pushed to the back now that Kimmy is married to Maurice, and Kimmy is now sick. Jalen doesn't know his spot in his mother's life. And I blame Kimmy for allowing Maurice to make things uncomfortable for Jalen and pushing him out, only to move Monster in to make things comfortable for him. Yeah. But Kimmy will co-sign the toxicity with Martell in his marriage and tell him that he should be back with Melody and that you bet money on Melody going back to a toxic situation because you got to live in it. You don't see your way out of it. You want to know what's going on in her personal life and how she's so happy, and while you're so miserable and crying, you don't even want to sleep with your husband. I think that and she is sick, but I'm going to say it like this. I feel like a lot of that is Kimmy is disgusted with Maurice because he has not turned out to be the man that she thought that he was going to be. I don't feel like she's attracted to him like that much anymore with all the stuff that's going on with her son and how he is bogging her down financially. He was running his own business. Now he's back on her now. That makes women not so attracted to you when you can't stand on your own as a man and you bringing stuff to the table and handle things like you're supposed to. We don't be so attracted to you like that. We don't want to lay down with you and respect you as such when we see that you can't hold it down as you're supposed to as a man. I don't think she sees Maurice as that now, as she did prior. I don't think so. It's more than you being sick. Because when you got with him, you already said he was a nympho, so you already knew what he wanted. He told you when y'all went on the little couples trip, he wanted it 2 times a day. She had to tell him no. So you already know what he liked and how he liked it and as often as he liked it. But you are not as attracted to him because of how he now displays himself as this sorry bitch ass nigga that cannot please you and give you what you desire. Kimmy wants a strong individual and Maurice is not that. He's a mama's boy. He's a mama's boy. Kimmy married a mama's boy, a needy mama's boy who likes to hear himself talk, just like Marceau. They got all the answers for everything, but none for themselves. Oh, they can talk a hole in your ear. They sound like they know the answer, but they don't. They speak in circles. They love to hear themselves speak, but you don't have the answers. And that's how they do with Kim. That's how Maurice does with Kimmy. He sits there and talks her to death to the point where she just sits there and she be so disgusted. And you can see it on her face, even on the show. She is disgusted with Maurice. She's like, what the hell did I marry this fool for? What did I marry him for? I got to give him everything. And what am I getting out of this besides of being disgusted and aggravated? She seems aggravated and disgusted with him. That's why she don't want to sleep with him. And I get it. Like I said, when you are sick and you're on cancer, you're taking all this medication. Yes, it will affect your libido. But when you laying there beside your husband and she already said she throw her leg over him, it's like she's trying to give him what he needs so that he don't go out and be with somebody else. But deep down, it's like she's just not feeling it like she used to because she don't see him as this strong individual who she thought he was when she first got with him. So Kimmy has sympathy for Martell, but none for Melody, who suffered in the marriage because of AKA Chucky doll Martell. He's a Chucky doll. But Maurice does not give Kimmy straight answers about his own whereabouts, okay? And she just lets it go like she did before, the Atlanta trip, to be exact, okay? Just to keep the peace. So she just lets it go in order to keep the peace with Maurice because she knows he's never going to give her a straight answer. So she just let it go and be miserable. She just let it go and be miserable. Okay. I feel like Melody should not have introduced Kimmy to her real estate friend on the show to help her in terms of being a better businesswoman, because I don't feel like Kimmy has Melody's back 100%. And I've been saying that. I feel like Kimmy is a fence rider. I feel like she's very two-faced, and I feel like any opportunity that she has to go behind her back and talk about her to other women on the show, including Tisha and Stormi or anybody else, I feel like she will do just that. I feel like she would do just that because she is jealous of the fact that Melody is no longer in a situation where she's being controlled. That's how I feel. I feel like Tisha has that same issue. That's why she can't fully get over the stuff with Melody, because she's low-key jealous of the fact that she wants to be in her position. Kim is very two-faced, and I'm sorry she's sick, but I got to call a spade a spade. She's very two-faced and very sneaky at that. And I feel like Melody should really watch her back with her. And I get it. She wants to be friends with her and help her out. And you know, because she's sick. I mean, it's a sad thing to see somebody going through being sick like that. But at the end of the day, you got to hold people accountable for their bullshit. And I feel like Kimmy was very wrong to sit up in that interview and defend Martell the way that she did, knowing that he was the one that messed up this marriage and continued to, and what he's doing even after the marriage. Okay. Let's move on to the next topic so we can get out of here, because we are 1 hour in and I'm going to be getting out of here because I have some places to go. I did run up on some information on Stormi, honey. She's still on her bullshit out here. Stormi, honey, is in some more mess. All right. Now, as you guys know, Canvas Beauty is already going through having all these backlogs of orders that she has not fulfilled as of yet. They're still going through it. I'm just like, Jesus. Now there's looking like there are several orders that are out for Stormi's body glaze that she has not put out as of yet. People are complaining. As you guys know, Stormi already has an F rating with the Better Business Bureau for all of the back orders that she has not put out for her Canvas Beauty products. Now, they're saying that her new body glaze, for orders for that, there's thousands of orders that people have ordered, and none of those orders have gone out, and people are complaining about that as well. I don't know why people keep ordering from her. Like, did you guys not learn already from the Canvas Beauty orders that weren't out? She has orders out from 2021 that have not gone out yet. Now she's introduced this new body glaze bullshit, and people have gone out here and ordered thousands of orders, which are still sitting in her warehouse that have not been fulfilled. So people are now complaining about that as well. They've had several people who have sued her for not giving them their product and not returning their money as well. So I don't know what the hell Stormi is doing. I don't know why y'all keep ordering. But at some point, somebody got to wake up and realize, like, Stormi don't know how to run no damn business, okay? Now, she does have an F rating with the Better Business Bureau. I can show y'all that right here. F rating. You see, Better Business Bureau. She does have an F rating. Canvas Beauty. Y'all see that there? Canvas Beauty. Can y'all see it? Let's blow it up. Canvas Beauty brand. Y'all see that? Canvas Beauty brand. I can't say beauty. Canvas Beauty brand has an F rating. Y'all see that? With the Better Business Bureau. Why y'all still ordering from her? I don't know. Okay. Go look it up if you don't believe it. Better Business Bureau says that this girl has an F rating. She's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. Okay. Now, Betty tried to knock Mel for working out of her house, but Melody's sending out orders. Stormi is not. Stormi has a whole warehouse, and you still can't get your orders out. Okay. Melody's working, but everybody's talking about Mel working out of her house, and she ain't got no warehouse, but I bet you them orders is getting out. I bet you she ain't got to pay no rent for no warehouse. And Stormi, you owe back rent for the other warehouse that you were at. Why everybody want to be bragging on what Stormi got? You ain't doing what you're supposed to do in terms of sending orders out. Now you done sent out got this new product that you're promoting, and people are ordering it, trying to support you, and you're doing the same thing that you did for your Canvas Beauty products. So we're gonna have to put your ass on blast, miss. I got sepsis. You can't use that as a excuse anymore. Miss, I got sepsis and I'm in the emergency room. You out of the emergency room now, ho. Go send them orders out. Okay? Now, Stormi's also talking about teaching other people who own businesses to learn how to scale and run a business, okay? But you're sitting on a whole F rating with the Better Business Bureau. How are you going to teach somebody else how to be successful in business when you're not? You have too many irons in the fire in terms of what you're trying to do, and there's nothing wrong with trying to upscale your success. But when you're not finishing what you're supposed to do on this scale, and you got people waiting on products that they sent money to you for, and you are declining to send them their money back, there comes a problem there. Either send them their money back or send them the damn product. It's simple. You should not be sitting on 5,000 orders of Canvas beauty product that people have paid for, waiting for it to be shipped out. Why are you telling people you don't have labels? Who is running your business? You can't tell people any type of mess about them. You ain't got no labels to send shit out. They don't want to hear that. When they pay for their products to be sent out, that's exactly what they should get. We don't care about your problem and what you got going on. We don't care about you being sick. You have an obligation to be sending people's product out. When they hit paid, your responsibility is go in that warehouse and get that stuff in that box and send it to them. They don't give a damn about you having sepsis. They don't give a damn about you crying about somebody coming to your warehouse. They don't give a damn about the Better Business Bureau. They don't care about it. They don't care about that. You have an obligation to your customers. Now, they're saying that, like I said, thousands of body glaze orders are still sitting in her warehouse, you guys, and not sent out. You guys better stop ordering. And I don't like to tell people that, but at the end of the day, damn, you're going to be sitting there waiting on your shit to get sent to you, and it's not going to be. Stormi still have orders from 2021 that have not been sent out. This is 2023. This is 2023. What is really going on over there at Canvas Beauty? All right. Oh, my God. Also, several Walmart stores have decided to drop Stormi's Canvas Beauty products as well because they aren't selling. All right. So you wasted all that money trying to get your products in the stores. Several Walmarts have decided to drop her, and they have closed her shelf space for Canvas Beauty because the products are not selling. At one point, they marked it down to try to get it off the shelves, but a lot of them are removing her Canvas Beauty product from their shelves. Okay. Now, Stormi has extended herself to helping Tisha with getting her Macy and Mila product out. And it said and alleged that there's some money that is supposed to be paid there, some money that was supposed to be exchanged. I talked about it the other day as to where she has not paid her. So it's looking like you are, like I said the other day, going through the same thing that you are doing to other people. I can't feel sorry about that. You don't pay other people, people not going to pay you. Moving right along. We're not going to stay on it. We're not going to stay on it, honey. And you're going to still be sitting on that F rating until you do what you're supposed to do. Okay. Let's move on. Last thing, honey, we're gonna go through this and we're gonna get on out of here. I ain't gonna hold y'all because we're already in for a whole hour. All right. You guys know Wanda and them just left going on vacation, honey, where she was telling everybody she was out here on the whole yoke when she was trying to say a yacht. She kept saying yoke. I don't know why. Yes, honey. Wanda was seen on the beach, honey, on vacation, looking like a whole seal with braids, honey. She was looking like a whole burnt seal out there on the beach with braids. Let me go and show y'all the picture, honey, because she was proud. Looking like she had a whole booty in the front and in the back. I'm gonna show it, child. I said, girl, I don't know where you got this damn bathing suit from, but sis, it's giving no. It's giving no. It's giving no. Looking like you got a booty in the front and one in the back. It's giving no, Wanda. But Tara, yeah, and that's Tisha standing beside her, just in case y'all didn't know. I know you didn't recognize her, honey, because she usually have on that that light colored Maybelline. That's probably why y'all didn't notice that was Tisha, but that's her, honey. That's her. Usually she got on the lighter color Maybelline. Okay, she usually giving white chicks. I did a side-by-side picture just in case you guys didn't know. Usually she's giving this, so that's probably why you didn't realize who it was. Okay, she's usually giving you guys white chicks from the movie, so that's probably why you didn't recognize that was her standing there beside Wanda. All right, moving right along. Tisha be looking like old girl from White Chicks with her makeup on. I said, what the hell you going with this damn makeup? But anyway, so they had they had to call animal control to let them know that a distressed seal had washed up near the shore at the beach. But then they only found out it was just Uncle Wanda, child. So they had to go ahead on and let them know, child. Animal control, don't worry about coming, honey, because we got it under control. But this is them, child. They decided to go on the share, honey, at the beach. Marcel was looking like he'd rather be anywhere but there. Look at his face. Sitting there beside Tisha, looking miserable as ever. On the damn beach, child. He look like he'd rather be anywhere but there. He laying there looking like he misses his side chicks, honey, and that he's ready to go home and be with his side chicks. He want to be with his side piece. Anyway, or maybe he think about all them damn lawsuits and bills that he had there at the house, honey, they got to pay when they get back. Or maybe he's upset that they got to be in that scrunched up 1-bedroom apartment back home. I don't know. But Tisha's brother, honey, T-Man, the one with about 87 kids and 86 baby mamas, he was there as well with all his damn kids. Okay. He did look married. He did look married. That's Tisha's brother, honey, they showed on the show that one time. T-Man, I think that's his name. Out there at the beach, child. I said, Lord, look at these Bamas on the beach. But that's all them, honey. Tisha and her kids. And T-Man and all his damn kids. And Wanda standing back there, honey, looking like a whole burnt seal with that hideous bathing suit on. You should have had on a bathing suit cover, ma'am. Yes, because you had them booty cheeks in the front and in the bike, Wanda. Okay? We'll do a close-up for those of you that see them booty cheeks in the front, Wanda. Child. Anywho, so wanted to go and show that, honey. That was my last little petty moment, honey, before we get on out of here. But thank you guys for being here, honey. Wanda thought she was child. She was out there on her Baywatch, honey, looking a hot damn mess. I think she had on that's probably Tisha's bathing suit. Let me do a little close up. That looked like one of Tisha's bathing suits Wanda done squeezed in. Or maybe something she found at Rainbow, child. I don't know. But that's old Wanda, honey, out there looking a hot damn mess. And that's old Tisha May, honey. But anyway, let's get on out of here, guys. Thank y'all for being here. That's all I have for y'all. I ain't gonna talk your head off. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's Saturday. Y'all get out and have a good time. It is Father's Day weekend. For those of you that still have your fathers, happy Father's Day to you. To all the fathers out there. My father has passed away, so I'm gonna still go out and celebrate my husband today for Father's Day, and we're gonna celebrate all weekend for him. But yes, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. If we have any men in the chat, for those of you that have lost your fathers, go out and do something fun. Don't sit at home and cry and do all that. I'm going to get out and enjoy my day, honey. So, yeah, get out and enjoy your day. Go out to eat, have some drinks, get with your good girlfriends, your good Judies, honey, and have a great weekend, all right? Yes, and we will be back tomorrow. You guys know tomorrow we'll be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville at 8 o'clock, all right? 8 p.m. Because it will be coming on tonight at 8. So tomorrow, which is Sunday, we will be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? So thank you guys for doing such a great job of doing the likes. We can get more likes, so we got over 1,000 in the building. We got 632 likes, all right? Thank you, Moss, for doing a great job. Thank you, Caramellians, for joining us today on this great Saturday for our pop-in video. You guys enjoy your day. Be blessed and not stressed, and goodbye. Also, subscribe to this channel if you did not, okay? I want to show you guys something because I'm trying right before I go. I wanted to, right quick before we go. Ooh. For those of you that have subscribed to my channel, let me show you guys something right quick because I'm trying to transition on over to being on StreamYard. Okay. Let me just use just a random person. For those of you that have subscribed, okay, this is my homegirl, Ashley Miller. I like her. Let me show you guys on here. For those of you that have subscribed, please make sure that your notifications is on all, okay? If you guys can check that, check your notifications and make sure it's on all. You guys see that here? So that whenever I send out the notifications through StreamYard, you guys can receive it. Because I was sending out notifications the other day to try to do my video on StreamYard, and a lot of people were saying they weren't getting it, okay? So if you guys can check that at some point today, make sure your notifications are on all. Make sure that it's checked on all, okay? You guys got that? So that when we send those out, you guys can get it. All right, let's get on out of here. You guys have a great day. Love you guys that way, and goodbye.